Thank you for being here today. And I want to thank Mayor Rhodes-Conway for bringing us together. I am really so pleased to be home in Madison to highlight federal funding that will have a lasting impact on our city's public transit system. But I'd like to start with a little bit of a story. Back in the very beginning of my time in public service, I had the honor of being elected to the county board, but I was appointed to the city council to fill a vacancy for a few months. And I vividly remember the first like big debate that was going on when I was there. They had just finished, this will date me, they had just finished building the new campus of Madison Area Technical College out by the airport. And this debate was whether to add a bus route that would bring students and faculty right to the door of the new campus. Because at that point, the Madison bus route, the closest it got was on East Washington Avenue. And I was there first day or first time listening to this debate and familiarizing myself with the issue. And so I heard my male colleagues talking a lot about, the technical college, it has taxing authority. Why are they coming to us to fund the bus, right? There's all this finger pointing going on, and they should have thought of this before and built it into their budget, blah, blah, blah. And then I started hearing from my female colleagues. And my female colleagues on the city council were talking about the number of people, especially women, who take night classes because they work during the day or have other duties during the day, and talking about safety and what it feels like to walk down an unlit road. One of the roads doesn't even have sidewalks. I think it might now, but it didn't then. And it really changed the whole debate because we were no longer in that mode of finger pointing, but we were talking about transit in a way that made people realize that it's about investing in people, not just about investing in vehicles or routes and expanding and changing routes. So it was a powerful experience also to know how important it is to have women in leadership roles. Because if women hadn't been a part of that city council, I'm not sure that perspective would have ever been raised, nor would it have changed the direction of that debate. So it's just a fun reflection on my early days in local politics. But I do tell this story because investing in public transportation is truly about investing in people. Both the workers who provide that transportation and the people who need it to get to work, to get to school, to get to the grocery store or wherever they need to go. When I heard the City of Madison applied for a grant through the Federal Transit Administration for Metro Transit, I was the first on board, pun intended, to support federal funding. Now Madison will receive a $6.4 million grant to renovate this bus maintenance facility and make the public transportation system in Madison more efficient, safer, and better equipped for the future. This investment supports transit workers and improves their workplace. It will help provide better service to Madison residents, including underserved communities of color. And by upgrading electrical infrastructure to support all electric vehicles, we are paving the way to a cleaner Madison Metro Transit that serves the people of this community with lower energy costs and a better environment. Again, this is an investment in people. When the community has affordable, reliable, safe public transportation, more people can join the workforce, attend school, receive essential services, and participate in our economy. And I'm proud to have supported this investment and local federal partnership that serves the people of Madison. And so again, I want to thank Mayor Rhodes-Conway for your continued commitment and leadership for the city of Madison. And I'm really proud to be a partner in working to move Madison forward. And with that, I want to share the podium with Mayor Rhodes-Conway.
Thank you. Thank you, Senator Baldwin. And thank you all so much for being here. I am just delighted that we are receiving this $6.4 million bus and bus facilities grant from the federal government. And I particularly want to thank the Senator for her help in securing this important investment in Madison's transit system. Facilitating an efficient, affordable, and accessible transportation system is one of our most important responsibilities as a city. Public transit is important to our economy because it provides businesses better access to more workers, workers access to more jobs, and students access to more education and training to prepare for those opportunities. And public transit is crucial to protecting our environment. By reducing the number of cars on the road, we reduce our climate impact and the air pollution that impacts our health, and particularly the health of our most vulnerable residents. Transportation is responsible for over 40% of Madison's carbon emissions. With Senator Baldwin and President Biden's help, we are converting Metro's fleet to all-electric vehicles. By investing in electric buses for our BRT system, we will save the city up to $125,000 in maintenance costs per vehicle during the lifetime of each bus. We'll also save up to 135 metric tons of greenhouse gases each year. But to make all of this happen, Metro needs to pull its infrastructure into the 21st century. This facility was originally built in the 1970s, and much of its infrastructure is now well beyond its useful life. The federal support from this grant and others has allowed us to upgrade our facilities to support all electric vehicles, improve the efficiency of maintenance and repairs for our entire fleet, and to make other badly needed facility improvements for our staff. As these projects are brought online, all Madisonians will enjoy the benefits of a robust, high-quality transportation system, such as better access to jobs, less traffic congestion, and cleaner air to breathe. I want to again thank Senator Baldwin for her support in this, and the Federal Transit Authority for giving us the grant. I also want to thank all of the Metro staff that are working on this project and in this facility while it's under construction. I know that it's quite challenging to work in the middle of a construction project, and that this has been a very complicated project to manage. I am really delighted that we can deliver these resources to our hardworking staff to make their jobs easier and better in the long term. So thank you again for joining us. Thanks to the Senator, and I think the Senator and I would be happy to take questions if you have them. Anyone? One of the fundamental principles of transit ridership is that the easier it is to be a rider, the more riders you get. So as we remove barriers to ridership with the BRT system and with a more efficient transit network, I believe that we're going to see an increase in ridership. Certainly, the impact of the pandemic has been felt pretty heavily, and I'm hopeful that as things start to happen more in person and people start to be in offices more, we'll again see an increase in ridership. And Justin can correct me if I'm wrong, but I think we're back to 60, 70%? We're back to about 70% of our pre-pandemic ridership, which I think is actually pretty good, given the number of offices that are still remote. So I think Madison has traditionally had really strong ridership in our system, and I expect that to continue. Other questions? All right, well, thank you all so much for joining us. We appreciate it, and thanks again, Senator.
Thank you.